Every drummer practices the rudiments. The tricky part is figuring out how to apply those rudiments to the drum set. I think the first inclination for most drummers is to try and use your rudiments in a drum fill. But what I think is even more fun is trying to apply your rudiments to a drum beat. And the reason that this is so cool is because you actually figure out some interesting pathways to get some unique sounds that you might not have thought existed before. What's up, y'all? My name's Sean Hill. I'm a drummer, an educator, love playing and teaching people how to get better at drums. Welcome to the channel. Before we get into the lesson, I just want to ask if you could like and subscribe. It's a great way to support this channel and it's free. It's also a good way to let the algorithm overlords know that you want to see more videos like this. Okay, let's get into the lesson. The groove I was playing at the very beginning of the video was based on the rudiments. Can you guess it? The paradiddle. Probably the most iconic rudiment. At the beginning of every paradiddle, there is a single, whether it's on the right hand or the left hand. And so that lends itself to being made into a drum beat really, really well, because we can turn that single into a backbeat on the snare drum. By the way, if you want to follow along with the exact grooves that I'm playing, check out the description. You'll find a link to a PDF. So the first step in getting the paradiddle to groove is just splitting it between our hi-hat and our snare drum, like this. So you can see there, the beginning of each paradiddle has that single that's either going to land on the hi-hat or the snare drum. And when it lands on the snare drum, that's giving us our backbeat. That's what you clap along to when you're listening to a groove. Let's try adding our bass drum. Let's just do beats 1 and 3 to start. Sounds pretty cool, right? So we're thinking 16th notes, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. But playing the paradiddle within that context gives us some new pathways compared to, say, your standard 16th note groove, like this. Those textures switching in and out between the snare and the hi-hat give a lot more intricacy to the groove. That's why applying paradiddles to our drum beats sound really cool. Now let's try a different bass drum rhythm. Let's add some 8th notes in there. Basically, you can apply any bass drum rhythm you want to this paradiddle groove, although some are going to be way harder than others. Let's try to play a more syncopated rhythm. See how funky it makes it? We get some syncopated rhythms going on the bass drum, and that texture of the sticking switching between the hi-hat and the snare drum just creates this really, really awesome sound. Okay, let's make it even more fun now. Let's try using a different rudiment in our groove. The one that I like to do, and I was doing this at the beginning of the video, is the double paradiddle. So instead of right, left, right, left, left, we have right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. The double paradiddle is a grouping of 6 notes. So let's play it in a 16th note triplet grid. So we're going to go back to just 1 and 3 on the bass drum, but we're going to switch between our regular 16th note paradiddles and our 16th note triplet double paradiddles. This is going to get a little funky. That double paradiddle in the 16th note triplet context is pretty tough. But it still has that natural backbeat built into it, so it lends itself to playing grooves really well. Okay, now let's add a little to our bass drum. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Doesn't that sound cool? So that alone sounds really, really awesome, but we can make it even cooler when we add textures. So let's try to add some open hi-hats into the mix. I'm gonna open the hi-hat on that last note before the backbeat on the snare drum. And beyond just the hi-hat texture, you can move your right hand to other cymbals, to other drums to get even more orchestrations and cool sounds. I especially like using the bell of the ride cymbal with my right hand to get some cool sounds within this paradiddle groove. That sounds like this. I feel like this concept is something you hear a lot in modern drumming. Drummers who are kind of in that fusion-y, jazzy, funky kind of realm, who are doing these crazy sticking patterns but throwing it into grooves so that they sound really wild. But really at the core of it all, it's just rudiments and figuring out which stickings work to create a good feeling groove. So is this something that y'all have done before? Have you tried applying your rudiments to actual drum beats instead of just soloing around the drums? If you have, let me know down in the comments. What rudiments do you like to use in your drum beats?